Revision, Paper 1, 2024, and it's a non-calculator. This is a 4-mark question, so there's lots of understanding you need to tackle this, but hopefully I should be able to guide you in the right direction. So the diagram shows a triangle and a rectangle. The perimeter, the outside of the shape of the rectangle, is a quarter of the perimeter of the triangle. Work out the length. So we know the perimeter is the outside of the rectangle, and we know it's a quarter of the perimeter of the triangle. So whatever this triangle equals, we need a quarter of it to solve this. So we need a quarter of this to solve this. Okay? So I'm going to work out the perimeter of the triangle first, because we need to get a quarter of it. So the perimeter, the triangle, equals 36 plus 14 plus 30 equals 80 centimetres. So we've just worked out the perimeter of the triangle. But we also need a quarter of that to solve the perimeter, sorry, the length of the rectangle. So we'll do 80 it's the quarter times 80 gives you 20 centimetres. To do that, all I've done is 4 into 8 goes twice, up 0. And then finally we can answer it because we've got all the bits of information that we need. So to answer it, this all equals, to work out the length of the rectangle, we're going to go, there's 2 lengths, so I'm going to put 2L plus, we've got 2 4s, so 2 times 4, and it equals 20. So I'm going to go 2L plus 8 equals 20. 2L equals 20, subtract 8, which is 12. So divide our 2, which gives us the length of 6 centimetres. Now, to check our answer, we could just go up here and go, that's 6. This one's 6. And that one's 4. And it must equal 20. So we're going to check our answer. 6 plus 6 plus 4 plus 4 does in fact equal 20. So, check your answer. For 4 marks, it takes 2 seconds. I know these questions aren't easy for you guys, but try and break it down. Like I've just done, just break it down step by step. So the next one is, to me, just as equally hard. There's a lot of wording to it. So I've tried to highlight the keyword in pink. There are only £10 notes and £20 notes in a wallet. Ali takes at random, which means any note, anything, she puts her hands into the wallet, a note from the wallet, just takes it out. Write down the probability that Ali takes a note with a value of more than 5. Well, we know it's going to be more than 5 because she's only got £10 notes and £20 notes. So, you know, it's as simple as that answer. So you're certain, because when we say probability, we have likely, highly likely, certain, unlikely, I mean. So there's just loads of bits and pieces to it that you need to know before we go into this. So the answer is certain, which means the probability is 1. There are only 1p coins and 2p coins in a bag. The total value of the coins in the bag is 40p. So we've got 40p in total. The total value of the 1p coins is the same as the total value of 2p coins. Simon takes at random a coin from the bag. So he's closed his eyes, put his hand in a bag, and he's going to pull out a coin. So you need to find the probability that Simon takes a 1p coin. And some of you guys would just look at the question and think, do you know what? I'm just not going to attempt it. But don't think like that. I'm going to try and explain it. So there are only £10 notes and £20 notes in a wallet. Highlighted the key bits. Ali takes at random a note from the wallet. Random just means she's closed her eyes, opened the wallet, and took out whatever's in there. Write down the probability that Ali takes a note with a value, another key piece of information, more than £5. Well, we know 100% it's going to be more than £5 because she's only got the £10 note and a £20 note in there, so it's going to be more than £5. So the probability is 1, which is a whole 1, remember, in probability. And on the scale, it's certain. So you need to look back at my videos if you're not sure about your probability bits, and I'll teach you where the probability stands on the scale. But it's certain, it's 100%, it's out of 1. There are only 1p coins and 2p coins in a bag. The total value of the coins in the bag is 40p. The total value of the 1p coins is the same as the total value of the 2p coins. You're thinking that doesn't make sense, but I'll explain. Simon takes at random a coin from the bag. Find the probability that Simon takes a 1p coin. So let's write down what we know. What we know is we know that 1p and 2p coins basically equal the same amount. So in the bag, they're going to equal the same amount. So I've put here 1p to 2p, right? So we've got 40p in total. That's what's in the bag. That's in the bag. And we've got 2 chances in total. 1, 2. So I'm going to divide it by 2, which gives us 20p. Right. Next. Now we find the number of 1p and 2p coins. We need to know how many of each are in this bag. So we've got 1p coins equal 20p that we just found out. It's the same amount divided by 1p. That will give us 20 coins. Same again, 2p coins, because it's the same. That's 20 divided by 2 this time, which gives us 10 coins. So in total, we have 30 coins. So now we can solve it. We can answer this question. The probability that it takes 1p coins is going to be 20 divided by 30, because we're now here. So we know there's 20 in total. Divided by the whole amount, which was 30. Then we're going to divide that. I just take that off. And I know the answer's 2/3. So it's really important to highlight or underline your key information. Otherwise, it gets lost within these long type questions. Hope you understand that. Bye.